On today's episode, we talk about corporate photography, transitions, and decluttering.
Konnichiwa, and welcome to episode 67 of Tip for Tip, where you ask your marketing question in exchange for a tip in your industry. My name is Aaron.
And my name is Christian, and today we have McClure, a professional photographer.
My question for BitBranding requires a little bit of backstory. I've been a photographer for 7 years and established myself in family and children photography. However, recently I'd like to add an additional revenue stream and be taken seriously, which is corporate work. How do I navigate that wisely?
Okay, a few tips and something that we would do probably would be to join the Chamber of Commerce, join some networking groups. I mean, that's where your customer base is going to be, those business owners. Those are the corporate headshots that you want. I guess on a smaller scale, like smaller businesses. If you want something more like Capital One or Pizza Hut, corporate offices, you'll have to do a little bit more digging and get to know the decision makers in those companies. But that's number one. Number two would be to, once you're in those niche groups or networking groups or Chamber of Commerce's, check out your competition, make sure that you're doing a better job or something different, something a little bit more unique. And I think you have that. I think you have something that I haven't seen in other photographers. It's a little bit more creative. The pictures are just great. But do that, and then the big thing here would be to check out these small businesses, look at their websites, look at their social media. If their picture looks outdated from when you met them in person, email them or contact them and offer them a deal they cannot refuse. Just offer them a good deal just to get you started with a lot of these corporate places or small business owners, and get you started that way by just going out and offering almost like a cold call or a cold email and offer them a really good deal just to get you started.
Right, so that's exactly what I would say. Reach out to, but I think the numbers are really important. Reach out to 20, 30 businesses a day and you'll have the business. But if you reach out to one or two, it's not gonna be effective. So to really make that leap, you need to put in the time, put an hour or 2 hours in and craft a good email and a good subject line. Once you have that template and you can customize it to them, that makes it even better. A tip is to find out about your audience from their website or social media or whatever, and craft the email to something that they're gonna pay attention to. For example, if somebody used the headline on there like, do you want KU tickets plus a free headshot or something like that, people know that I'm interested in KU, and if you can figure out some way to talk to them in the message, that way they'll open the email, and that sets you apart because you're already in the door basically, and then give them that offer.
Yep, exactly. Is that it?
Yep.
That's pretty good. All right, let's hear your tip for us.
Hey guys, my tip for you today is threefold. To improve or upgrade your images, I suggest the following. Number one, declutter your background. Be aware of what's behind your subject and move to the left or the right or take it out completely. That will improve your image. Number two, I say get closest to the available light in your space. Get close to the window or the doorway. It will really improve your image and make it look amazing. Number three, I say be consistent. Keep shooting, learn and grow, and keep that content coming for your clients. Have a great day.
Emily, that is, actually, the one thing that I wrote down that was probably the most important is declutter the background. I know that's something that I probably struggle with, and I know we've talked about it.
Time out. What? You struggle with decluttering your backgrounds?
Well, I don't think about it beforehand. I always think about the light and the consistency part is there, but the declutter the background, I think that's a tip that most photographers don't give, and it's really important because you see those pictures of people who are on a brick wall and they do so much better than if it's just them and a brick wall. It's so much better than say the side of a yes, exactly. We wouldn't take a picture behind this because there's so much stuff to look at, but. So, that's a great tip for not only business owners, but just everyone in general who wants to be Instagram famous or whatever.
Yeah, that's a lot of the Instagram aesthetic. It's the decluttering of things, and yeah. Anyway, so today's question of the day is not a question. I actually want you to text someone that you haven't talked to in a while, tell them that you love them, and then tell them about this episode. Text them about BitBranding. Be like, hey, check this out.
Emily, thanks again for coming on this show. We truly appreciate it. If you are a business owner and would love free Facebook advertising, underline free Facebook advertising, all you have to do is go to bitbranding.co/tip for tip. But we also have a podcast. Go to The Marketing Natives, anywhere that you have or that you look for podcasts at. We're there.
Bye. See you next week.